Hey, Dan. Tell me a little bit about what brings you in the office today.
Well, I have a problem and I figured it's finally time to get some help.
Tell me a little bit about what you've been struggling with.
Well, I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but I am really, really afraid of mice.
No need to be embarrassed, and I'm glad you know that as your therapist, I'm here to help you. Um, in order to really help and really make a difference, though, I need you to tell me a little bit more about this fear of mice. How long have you been afraid?
Oh, wow. I've been afraid of mice as long as I can remember. Just any kind of mice of any color, any size, just really terrifies me. Just thinking about it just makes me cringe, and just the mere fact of seeing mice inside the house is just so terrifying, and it really haunts me. Like there's been moments where I've just woken up in cold sweats because I've had to deal without a mouse. I can't really interact with my niece and nephews because they want to watch these movies with mice, and I can't watch these movies. I get terrified, and it's just it brings a chill down my spine every time I think or even someone mentions a mouse to me.
That's really helpful to know. As we keep talking and things come up, please feel free to add information as you see fit. I think the best way for us to help you is through a technique called systematic desensitization. And have you ever heard of that word before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. All it means is that we pair your fear of mice in this case, we pair that with relaxation techniques and calming techniques, things that make you relax so that when you envision mice or even when you are even holding a mouse, you are not as afraid because you've learned to relax and make your body calm down in the process. So we're going to take it very slow. You looked nervous when I said touch and hold a mouse. But we're going to take it very slow, so don't worry. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good, doctor. Sounds good.
All right, well, the first thing I want to do is I want you to help me build a fear hierarchy. And what I mean by that is I want you to tell me the least amount of anxiety that you feel when you think about a mouse, and then take me all the way to where you feel the greatest amount of anxiety when you think about mice.
Okay. I think the least scary I would be when it comes to mice would be thinking about a mouse in, let's say, Asia or something, where the distance is so far away from me and that mouse. I think that'd be the less scary situation. A mid-range one would be looking at a mouse on television. Like I said, I get terrified of seeing mice on television, watching movies with my niece and nephew. But I also know that it's either animated or it's in television. It's not going to jump out at me.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst one would be actually seeing one in person, even holding or touching one.
Let's see. So the first thing I want to do in our time together is just give you some coping techniques, some relaxation things that you can do on your own to start practicing how to make yourself relax when you think about these mice. And I think that if you're willing to do the work and you put the practice in, I think as you start to develop these tasks, your fear of mice, you'll find will go away.
I'm at a point where I'm just ready to get it done.
Before we meet next week, I'm going to have you do some homework, and I want you to notice when you start to feel very anxious. I want you to write down what the situation is, what you're thinking about, and what your bodily response is to that. Does your heart start beating fast? Are you sweating? Do you get nervous? Does it paralyze you to the point where you don't want to keep going? Document or write down all these things, and so when we come back next time, we can talk about it. Okay?
Sounds good, doctor.
Dan, it's good to see you this week. How you been feeling?
I feel pretty good. I tried the muscle relaxing technique she told me about when I was watching TV, and I happened to see a mouse.
Okay, how did it go?
Well, it was hard at first, but I started relaxing different parts of my body, and using the common voice that you told me, and just really calming myself and relaxing myself, and I felt a little less tense.
Okay. Great. Well, why don't we, practice again in the session today before we continue with our desensitization. I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And imagine yourself in that very, very calm place.
Surf dudes with attitude, kinda groovy. Laid back mood, sky above, sand below. Good vibrations, feeling mellow. Won't give it up, don't wanna stop. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up if I'm dreaming. California dream. Just let me lay.
So far, you're very comfortable or more comfortable with just envisioning the mice. And when you envision mice, what does your body do now? Like, are you feeling less anxious than you were before?
I can't believe it's taking me this long to get over this, you know? Like, I'm a grown man. I should not be afraid of tiny mice. And I get sick and tired of seeing people, and I really think that they think I'm stupid because I'm scared of mice.
I hear you saying a lot of things like you feel ashamed and stupid and embarrassed and, all these different words. Why are you so hard on yourself? What is making you, thinking that other people think that you're stupid and, why are you so embarrassed by this?
I don't want to. I don't do it because I'm afraid of what people think about me.
Can you think of something that you're afraid to do, but you haven't done because you're worried about what other people might say?
Well, there's one thing in particular. I want to sing, I want to sing a song when I'm walking to work. It's just a nice day outside, birds are chirping. It gives a very Disney vibe, and so I just want to break out in song.
That's a great example. So what if this week at some point you decide that you're going to walk to work and sing, and you're not going to worry about what other people might say? Do you think you could do that?
I like the sound of that. I'm definitely willing to try it.
Great. And when you do that, I want you to try to do it more than once. And when you do it, we're going to talk about it when you come back next week. What do you think?
Sounds awesome.
Great. Hi, Dan. How are you today?
I'm feeling actually really good today.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Have you been working on your relaxation techniques?
Yes, I have, and I've realized that I'm becoming even more relaxed than our last time together.
How's your worry coming?
It's still a little bit there, but nowhere near as much as it was the first time. I definitely see myself a lot calmer.
Good. What about your singing at work?
Well, actually, I sung to work every single day this week. And surprisingly, people didn't seem to care that I was singing. They were too busy, living their life to even pay attention to me.
This is going to be a really big week for us, Dan. You've been doing so well that I know you're going to be able to handle this. We've gone from having you envision a mouse. I've given you pictures of mice. We've watched videos together. And I even brought a mouse in here in a cage. And you did really, really well. I think you're going to be able to handle where we go from here. This week, I was wondering if you would consider even holding a mouse.
You know what? Let's just do it.
Okay, now I'm going to hand you this picture of a mouse. I want you to look at it and please tell me what you're feeling. Great. Great. You're doing so well. You're doing so well. Let's keep going. Now, I'm going to bring a mouse into the office and I'm going to put it in the back of the room. Very slowly, I'm going to put a mouse into your lap. At any point, if you want me to stop and you don't feel comfortable, you can let me know. Okay? Okay, Dan. How are you feeling now?
I can't believe it. I'm holding a mouse and I'm not terrified. I'm not running to the hills screaming like a little girl. This is excellent.
I'm so glad that our time together has been helpful. You've come a really, really long way. You're actually holding a mouse right now. I think now that we can talk about you coming to see me less since we're, making progress with this fear. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my insurance company would really appreciate that. That's it.